Okay guys, we're back with another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest, and this episode is going to be about the recent news around Turkey Al-Sheikh making the Shakur Stevenson v William Zepeda fight in an 18-foot ring. Obviously, to the regular boxing fan, this may not make a huge difference, but in this world title fight against two unbeaten lightweights, two with specific styles that, in this case, perfectly contrast one another, where you've got Zepeda, who's a pressure fighter, and Shakur Stevenson, who's largely more of a the defense first style fighter, right? So because Shakur is such a good boxer and has such high ring craft, he's able to box on the back foot. And if you can box on the back foot, best believe William Zepeda is going to force you to box on the back foot. So William Zepeda is going to be coming forward, throwing bombs. He's got a lot of knockouts on his resume. That being said, and I've said this in previous breakdowns, Zepeda's not knocked out anyone of a super high level, right? And Zepeda did get dropped by Tevin Farmer. And Tevin Farmer is not a big puncher at all. I like Tevin Farmer, he's a good boxer, but he's not a big puncher at all, right? So if you're getting dropped by Tevin Farmer, likelihood is you probably could get dropped by Shakur Stevenson. I know boxing math doesn't work like that, but the fact that this ring is being made smaller, it's going to force both guys to engage more, which is why Turkey, no doubt, has done it and made this decision, because he obviously wants the Mickey Mouse fights. Not Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry fights. I've got my own thoughts on that. I'll talk about that separately in a different video. But no doubt, the size of the ring will definitely have somewhat of an impact on this fight. Overall, I don't think there will be any difference, because Shakur Stevenson's such an esteemed amateur boxer, not a very experienced pro, but a pro with some decent experience in this fight. This is his third weight class. This will be his third world championship. So he's got more than a bit of experience at a pro level as well. So going down to 18 feet, I know the optics is gonna sort of, maybe commercially this might help the fight, but in terms of the in-ring performance, I don't think it'll have a huge difference. If anything, this could mean that William Zepeda walks onto something more devastating from Shakur early on in the fight. And there are some people saying that this could be a Maidana versus Broner 2, where you've got the Mexican prospect. I mean, Maidana wasn't Mexican, but he fought a Mexican style of boxing. Mexican coming up to face the American, prospect slash pretender slash contender, like up and coming American guy, right? And Maidana gets the huge upset victory. This could be that. I think it could be, but at its core, Shakur Stevenson is a far, 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 far better boxer than Adrian Broner ever was. Right, a far better boxer than Adrian Broner ever was. And Zepeda, we don't know if Zepeda's as big of a puncher. Because, like I said, you look at his resume, there's a lot of knockouts, but these are all a lot of guys that I've never heard of. That being said, a knockout is a knockout. Don't get it twisted. A knockout is definitely still a knockout. But, like I said, the main point that I'm addressing is I really don't think the 18-foot or the smallest ring size will make any difference. And I still fancy Shakur to win this fight. Does kind of beg the question, why even do it? But Turkey Al-Sheikh, he does what he wants. And these promoters, these businessmen, the money that runs boxing, they do what they want. So, yeah. But it won't change the outcome, and Shakur Stevenson's probably still going to beat William Zepeda. Who do you guys think is going to win that fight? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm out. Peace.